The first stop of Kenny Chesney's 2023 tour is in the books. Rodeo Houston, you were up. In this video, we're going to take a look at the set list. We're going to rate the set list. We're going to look at some of the clips that have been posted on social media of some of the performances. Make sure to comment below, hit that like, let's get into it. Now that was the moment when the lights hit and Kenny Chesney took the stage for the very first time. I just wanted to add that in there because I think it's important that we all sort of are able to soak that in as we get excited for the upcoming tour here in 2023. Now, it had been 7 years since Kenny Chesney has been at this venue, so I'm sure if you were there, it was very exciting. And if you were there, again, make sure to comment below. Tell me what the vibe was like. It was one of those rotating stages, so maybe that could be kind of annoying because half the time you have a great view. The other half of the time, you're just looking at the monitor, as we saw in that open. The person who was taking that video, I think his mouth from the south on YouTube, was on the other side of the setup, so all he had was the monitor. But comment below and let me know what you think. Let's get into the set list from last night. This comes from Setlist.fm. He kicked it off with 5 songs that are very familiar. The 5 songs that he kicked off most of the shows last year. Beer in Mexico, Reality, Till It's Gone, Here and Now, and Summertime. Now, we'll go through the rest of this. Some interesting omissions from this, and I think maybe the venue led to there being no shoes, no shirt, no problem. That was not in the set list. Anything But Mine was not there. That's kind of surprising that we missed that one. Save It for a Rainy Day. Makes sense that that's probably going to make its way out this year because Old Dominion is not with them. No Tractor at the end. No encore listed here. And again, more credit to Mouth from the South on YouTube. He basically posted every clip from every song from this show, and it looked like Don't Happen Twice is the last song, that there was no encore and nothing beyond 16. So if we're gonna kind of rate the set list, it's not gonna get a great rating only because there were a couple songs that I think I'm surprised were not there. Anything But Mine and Tractor being 2 of them. And on top of that, it was only 16 songs. Last year, we saw him going 22, 23, 24, 25 songs deep. So to only go 16 is kind of a surprise, kind of disappointment, especially when this is the first one. Now, maybe things are a little different in that venue in terms of how long he can play, has to jam a lot in. I do not know that element. Maybe somebody might know and could comment below if he was working on a time limit here. But to only go 16, regardless, is kind of disappointing. It is the first show of the year, though, so we're not going to crush the concert, the show itself. I'm sure that was pretty great, but the set list, if we're ranking this on a 1 out of 10, maybe I'll get it a 6.5, only because, again, we're going to 16, and there are 2 songs that I'm surprised were not in there. Let's take a look at some of the clips and give you a taste of some of the show with some postings from around social media. Here's Jake Asman on Twitter with a clip from Reality. Now, one of the elements that I'm surprised by is the fact that look how far away, and the stage was rotating, so I get it, but no close interaction for the fans and Kenny. That's got to be a weird vibe on Kenny's side of things because he's used to being up close to the fans. So just this shot I wanted to include in here because you can see just how far away fans were from the stage. All right, let's get to the next one. It is Get Along from AJ4Bird on Twitter. you can see how far away that stage is. Here's some more Beer in Mexico. Again, remember that was the very first song. There was a song that kicked us off from Houston, Texas, Joe on Twitter. He had a great angle for that one. Here is more from the Mouth from the South. Again, he posted every single video from this show. You may want to go check him out after stopping by, finishing up with us here. Here's a little bit of Young. Seven years since he was at the Rodeo Houston. So again, I'm sure everybody that was there was glad to see him back. That's a lot of what this tour is about, going back to places he has not been in a while. Next up for Kenny Chesney on the tour is Charlottesville, Virginia on March 23rd. Comment below if you're going to be there for that one. I'm sure that's going to be a great show as well. Again, that is at John Paul Jones Arena. The tour is just getting started. Make sure to stay close because as we continue through the tour season, we're going to do a recap video. We're going to come back. We're going to check in. If you make it to a show, I want you to comment below and give us your thoughts. What was the vibe? What was it like? What really hit? What didn't hit? Comment below. Maybe if we have a set list error, you can correct that as well. Again, comment below. Stay close to the channel as we go through this season. That is going to do it for this one, everybody. I appreciate you coming in, hanging out, spending some time with the channel. Stay close throughout the entire tour. I look forward to seeing you guys back. Until then, thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. I'll catch you next time.